we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the 49ers and the Panthers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy who averaged about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 12-2 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He sack back at the 24. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Burrow. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
In motion left goes Jennings. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Joe Burrow.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ready. Young going to give to Brooks.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
In motion, right goes Smith-Schuster.
Young. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
On the set. Let's go.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Ready.
Young.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Young will set to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Yetur Gross-Matos has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top two seeds in the NFC. I think they're the two best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top two teams in the NFC.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season.
Ready?
Now here's Young. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Ready. Set.
Throwing, Young.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Set.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the 49ers first down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Motion to the left with Jennings.
To throw again on second down. Burrow flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
From the 4, this is second down and 1.
11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Joe Burrow
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Vikings who are out in front. The Vikings trying to hold on and claim victory.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Now the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Brings up second and
Set, hut,
5
ready,
at the
go.
35-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Looking to throw, Young.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Set, go.
Here is Young. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Right.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
At the Niners' 35-yard line.
Down.
Young to throw it.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Let's go now. Set.
Now Young.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Burrow looking to pass.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Shot. 17. Set.
Following the interception, Young.
Now throw right side taken in by the tight end, Gray.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd down and 4.
39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hut.
To throw, Young. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Young to throw it.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Ready.
Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Brooks.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd
Here we go, set.
and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Set, hut. Set.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Scrambles from the pocket. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
I'm one, ready?
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One, ready? Let's get set. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Here we go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, but he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
11.
11-yard line.
Stop.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Let's go. Ready.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the shotgun, it's Young. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2nd down and 6 now.
Let's go now.
It'll be Young again. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the 49ers, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4.